This segment's being sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife.
The other day I went through a drive-through at one of our local fast food restaurants, went up, placed my order, pulled around to where I was supposed to pay, and the lady said, "Your meal's already been paid for." The guy in front of me paid for my meal. So I thought, man, that's a pretty awesome blessing. So I paid for the guy behind me in hopes that it would keep going. Then as I went on, I got to thinking about that. I had a choice. I could have accepted it like I did, or I could have said, no, I'm not going to take it. Even though it's free, even though it's been paid for, I don't want it. I could have done that, which would have been foolish because I don't turn down free food. The Bible tells us in Romans 6:23 that the wages of sin is death. Wages are payment. Sin is the things that we all do that are against God, and this death is an eternal separation from God. So the payment that we have to make because of our sinfulness is eternally separated from God. But the rest of that verse says the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. The gift of God. The thing about a gift is it's not ours until we accept it. I can want you to have it, I can have your name on it, but until you take it and claim it, it's not completely yours. So my prayer for all of us today is that you have accepted the free gift of forgiveness through Jesus Christ. If you'd like more information on how to have a relationship with God through His Son, Jesus Christ, reach out to us. I'd be honored to share more with you. Hey, we hope that you are blessed today. Thanks for watching. Keep shooting straight.
All right, everybody, this week's call-in segment's being sponsored by Taylor's Archery. Y'all can find them at 100 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, Tennessee, or give owner Tracy Taylor a call at 931-563-7706. They are a certified Bowtech, Hoyt, Matthews, Mission, and Diamond dealer. They can also take care of all your crossbow needs, and check out some of their shooting series in there too. They do 5-spot shooting, all sorts of things. So go up there and check them out and tell Tracy thank you for everything they do for us here at the show. All right, guys, the phone lines are opening up, so if y'all want to give us a call, it's 615-737-7767. And while we're waiting on some of those calls to come in, let's kind of switch gear from catfish for just a minute, Anthony, over to deer. You have got the most recent deer reports with you tonight as far as the harvest numbers.
This was as of about probably 5:30 this afternoon. Statewide, Brandon killed 12,180. Of those, got 4,608 bucks, 461 antlerless bucks, and this is what kind of blowed my mind, 7,111 does. I'm telling you, people are filling these freezers this year.
The freezers.
And I think a lot of them, too, has been killed in unit CWD, because for every 2 does, they get an extra buck tag.
Right.
And it's unlimited. You know, kill 20 does, and you can legally kill 12 bucks this year. And I went ahead and I looked up the top 5 counties, which I know y'all be able to relate to over here, because it's none of the top 10s in West Tennessee. We got Sullivan County at 325, Sumner at 320, Montgomery at 310, Stewart 299, and Hawkins 291. I'm telling you, y'all are smoking them on this end of the state. but start November 7th, though, we'll catch up, because we can break out them rifles when y'all are using smoke poles.
Yeah, y'all burning them up.
Yeah. Well, we got a caller here. Miranda, how are you doing? Yes, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Thank you for calling. How can we help you tonight?
I'm good. I just wanted to let you guys know we're having a benefit. I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, you might want to turn your television down. You'll get feedback. You're having a benefit for what now?
We are having a benefit bass tournament on Saturday, October the 24th at Defeated Creek Marina on Cordell Hall.
Okay.
It starts at 7 and ends at 2.
Okay. Now, how do people need to get information for that if they want to get signed up?
They can sign up on the day, on the morning of the event. Just be there by 6 and they can sign up. It is $50 a boat and $20 big fish.
Okay, perfect. I believe you might have sent us some graphics this past week, because I think I had that written down to share later on tonight.
Okay.
At least
I didn't know
someone
if
did.
They had got it that far or not.
No, that's great. We appreciate you calling. Thank you very much for calling and sharing that with us. Tell us the date on that one more time before I let you go.
It is October the 24th, this Saturday.
Okay, that's at Defeated Creek, so up there in Cordell Hole. So Anthony knows that's
Yes,
one of my
sir.
favorite
Yep,
places
sure
to fish.
is.
All right, well, thank you for sharing that. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Ray, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, this Brandon?
Yes.
Hey, Brandon, this is Ray Gibbs.
Yes.
I was calling in on the giveaway y'all had there a while ago, but I didn't know.
We'll be giving it away at the end of the fourth segment.
Oh, okay.
So-
well, I was just calling. I caught about an 8-pound, 3-ounce smallmouth back first to last month.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to get a picture in to y'all, but I figured out how to go about it. But
You can email, whenever we do the pictures of the week segment, I put an email up on the screen, and either that or Facebook are the two easiest ways to get them to me. If you're not on Facebook, send them to brandon-swwtv@mail.com.
okay.
Or you can go to Facebook and send us to us there through Facebook Messenger as well.
Well, I don't have a Facebook.
Yeah, just shoot them over to me on the email. Yeah, shoot them to me on email. I'd love to have them.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you for calling. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Mary. Larry, how are you doing tonight?
Doing very well. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you for calling. How can we help you tonight?
Yes, I'm from up in Smith County, the Pleasant Shade area,
Uh-huh.
and I have found about a dozen dead deer, does and bucks. And it's kind of one of them may have been a coyote kill, but the rest look like they've just died from some kind of disease or something.
How recent is this that you found it?
In the past couple of weeks, I found a lot of them.
Okay. The most likely culprit is going to be a case of, blue tongue. What am I trying to say? EHD is going to be your most likely scenario on that, especially if you found any or most of these deer near water. So that's your most likely culprit is going to be EHD, and if that's what it is, that it's very common. We hate to see it, but it's very common, and it happens when we have hot, dry spells. So it could be from, some of those deer, were dead a little bit longer, and you're just now finding them. But usually it's hot, dry spells that causes it, and it's in different pockets all across the state. I mean,
normally after that frost, though, and I know y'all have had a frost here. It's kind of rare to see them this late after the frost.
It is, but I mean, again, some of them may have been dead, for a little bit.
Right.
But most likely EHD. I know it's hard to say. Don't worry about it. But to be honest, if that's what it was, you're okay. I mean, I wouldn't sweat it. You should be out of the woods on that now, and hopefully next year you won't have that issue. But it is something that we've all are going to deal with at some point in time, because it
happens
just
every
happens
year.
all over the state.
Some years just worse than others.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I sure appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all.
We're finding very few acorns up in our neck of the woods. I don't know how it is all over the entire state, but
not great around me
deer have
either.
to do a lot of grazing.
West Tennessee's we got our share of it.
Yeah, ours are slow. But now
having a
he's
bumper
saying
crop.
he's Smith County, and I'm on the Smith County border. I live right on the line.
Well, Randall said last week
and
a lot
we're
of them
short
were
on
rotting too.
Yep, that's right. So I'm with you there, buddy, here in Middle Tennessee. But we appreciate you calling.
I sure appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
All right, we have a few others holding on there. If y'all hang on there, we'll keep y'all on the fourth segment. Right now, we're going to go on over and do this week's tip of the week. This week's tip of the week is being sponsored by Phoenix Custom Quality Rods. Y'all can find all their lineup at phoenixrods.com. And here in the state of Tennessee, call Mr. Jim Brewer at 931-213-1455 and let him get you hooked up with some Phoenix rods today. All right, your tip this week. Guys, it's weird that I'm going to give this tip because it's so warm outside right now, but we're fixing to come up on some cooler weather. One of the most often asked questions I get is how do I keep my feet warm
That's correct.
when it's cold weather? So, and there's different things, there's a lot of different tips you can get, but what I do, number one, I only wear one pair of socks
Me
and a
too,
lightly
always.
insulated pair of boots. But I use non-scented deodorant baby powder, and I put it on my feet before I put my socks on. And what that does is my feet don't sweat. And if your feet don't sweat, they will stay much, much warmer when you hunt. So get some, any kind of non-scented baby powder that you can find. I've also used non-scented spray antiperspirant,
I've used spray antiperspirant.
Yep.
I've used the roll-on non-scented. Yeah, it works
That's
really
right.
well.
Just keep your feet from sweating. That's the biggest part of the tip.
And especially
is
on your
use something to
children.
keep them from sweating, especially if you have to walk a good ways or something like that. So that's your tip for this week. We'll be right back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.